is it has to sound easy. It has to sound relaxed, right? And especially, we'll both think this, but we'll get into the allemande in a minute. But like this opening phrase right here, you're going up into a high, right? That's pretty hard to do. But it's got to sound effortless, and it can't sound like you're forcing it to get to that high B. So what I want to see if you can do is we're going to start this thing right here. I want you to get a nice big breath, make sure it's fully supported, but don't think even about the crescendo as such. Let's face it, you're going up into the high range. You're going to get louder. You're going to get loud. So you don't have to work too hard to get that done. Okay, so I wouldn't put any extra on, is what I'm trying to say. Have you ever had the opportunity to listen to really good trumpet players play pieces like this?
A few times.
Yeah. One thing I would really encourage you to do if you get a chance, go listen to Wynton Marsalis's play classical music. He plays jazz as well. But listen, and we'll see what I'm talking about. When he climbs up into that high register, it's almost like it gets quiet, even though he's doing it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful sound if you can do it. Hard to do on brass. So can we start at the beginning, and let's just back this off a little. We still want to get the note to come out, but not so aggressive that we feel like you're going to turn into playing Louis Louis in the maybe minute, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, that's okay. I'm asking you to do a lot right here. Start even softer.
Okay.
Think about move the air fast air. Yeah, that's, when you're playing something like that, that's just an analogy in your head that for some reason works. Just think fast air, and a lot of times that'll take care of the problem for you. So there's that. Now, a couple of things. All the way through this piece, you've got a series of trills. What I would really encourage you to do is just sit down and write them out. Literally write them out so that you practice it the same way every single time. Put your metronome on an extremely slow speed and figure out how many times you're going to do that. Because what usually happens with brass players in general, and everybody for the most, they get to the trills and we just wiggle our finger as fast as we possibly can and eventually come out of it. And the accompanist always says this look on his face like, I wonder what he's going to do this time. You know? And there's a reason for that. So what I would really encourage you to do, like when you go, you got a half note there. Figure out exactly how many times you're going to do that last across those two beats. Write it out and practice it the same way every single time. Okay, till you get it. Same thing's true in the allemande. We got a couple there too that are quicker. And you don't have to do 100, back and forth. A couple are fine, but just figure out what works within that time frame. In this case, Cornell over here, you have a half note. Okay, and then do it the exact same way every time, so that you come out of it correctly. Okay, next thing, let's go right here. Allemande is a dance, right? So it's got to sound dance-like. Okay, did you think it's? Let me ask you. Do you thought you were too heavy or too light?
Too heavy.
Yeah, I would agree. I would absolutely agree. So let's see if we can do a little bit lighter. Let's start right here at the beginning of the scene. Now, don't worry. Does not have to be loud at all. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't even be loud. It shouldn't be in your face. Bum, 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 bum. What's more important, the articulation and the accent or volume? Which one? You tell me. Yeah, the articulation and the accent. Okay. So let's not even worry about volume. Let's get the accent. The articulation. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Get the idea? Just relax. It's got to feel effortless.
Okay.
And I know, believe me, I know I'm asking a lot. Okay, good. This thing, the real trick of this thing is, and you've got, I don't know, maybe you did that on purpose. Did you circle those for a reason there? Why?
You're supposed to lengthen them out.
Right, okay, and that's good. One of the things I would encourage you to also think about in addition to what you've got written down there, should that note pop out any more than this note?
No.
No. Okay, so the same thing. You've got to make them sound bum, 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 even though, yeah, I get it. Let's do it one more time from the beginning of the allegro. Let's do it one more time. Can you go even lighter on these? Everything has like a violin playing with pizzicato. just kind of like just with the fingers, but not with the bow.
Mhm.
You know that sound? See if you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, better. That felt a whole, yeah, but that felt a whole lot better.
Yeah.
That felt relaxed, it felt smooth, it felt musical. Yeah, it didn't feel heavy. That was great. Whatever analogy works for you, do the violin thing. That works. Good. All right, let's jump over here for a minute. Okay, so we're gonna start at 8 this time, okay? Now, same thing. When we get here to the ending, maybe, again, write it out, but you have to figure out what you want. But make sure that you come out of that and look at your compass so she rhymes on the last note with you, okay? Okay, you can do whatever you want. You can, I mean, you're slowing down there, you can make that as long as you want to make it, but make sure she knows what you're gonna do, okay? All right, let's go 8, right on. Same thing you just did. Keep it light like you just did. That was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. All the way then, think that trill a little bit. Good, better. I would take even a little bit more time here. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum dum. That way you don't have to worry about this trill being as fast.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it one more time for 9.
9.
9, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Good, yeah, that's it. What year are you in school?
My junior.
You're a junior, so you got one more year. Great. I want you to come back and play something even harder.
Okay.
That'd be great. But you picked up on stuff really fast. Could you hear the difference when we got that light and everything up? It just flowed. You know, before it felt like, yeah, he's playing all the right notes, but it sounds really hard.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound hard. Good. Keep up the good work.